All right, let's dive into one of modernism's most baffling works, Gertrude Stein's Tender Buttons. Now, if you've ever tried to read her stuff and just felt completely lost, you're in the right place. Our whole mission today is simple. We're going to give you a toolkit so you can not just survive her work, but actually start to enjoy the weird, beautiful chaos of it all.
So, right off the bat, you get hit with a line like this. And if you've ever opened up this book, hoping for a story, and instead you just felt your brain start to fizz, well, you are not alone. Not at all.
You know that feeling of dizziness you get when words just stop making sense? Well, there's actually a perfect name for it, semantic vertigo. And if you're feeling it right now, that's completely normal. Seriously, it actually means you're in exactly the right place to start.
Okay, so this brings us to the first most crucial point. You have to stop trying to read this book like a story. Just let that go. Instead, I want you to think of it like a linguistic funhouse. The old rules, the old maps, they just don't apply here. You're going to need a new one. And that's exactly what we're here to do today. We're going to draw that map for you.
So to get through this funhouse, the very first and most important thing is this. It's a huge paradigm shift. You have to start asking what Stein's language means and start paying really close attention to what it does. See, she's not just trying to give you information, she's using grammar like a paintbrush. She's literally showing you what language can be when you free it from its normal job of just making sense.
And this lays out that shift perfectly. On one side, you've got traditional reading. You're looking for a narrative, you're trying to figure out the meaning. But with Stein, it's totally different. Her method is all about creating a sensation. She treats words like they're physical objects, things with colors and weights and textures. Her medium isn't paint or clay, it's grammar itself.
So, to get into this new territory, you don't need some PhD in literature, I promise. All you need is a simple, practical toolkit. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to give you 3 essential tools that will pretty much unlock this entire text for you.
Okay, tool number 1, focus on sound and friction. Stop reading for dictionary definitions. Instead, just listen for how the words rub up against each other. The sound, the rhythm, that friction. Number 2, and this one's absolutely critical, read everything out loud. Seriously, her weird repetitions suddenly click and make sense when you hear them. And third, see the objects she writes about, not as just things, but as portals. She's not just describing a chair, she's describing what happens in her own consciousness when she encounters a chair. It's a huge difference.
All right, enough theory for now. Let's actually put these tools to work. We're going to take a few real examples from Tender Buttons and see how this whole new approach actually works in practice. And we'll start right where the book does.
So she starts with a carafe, a simple glass pitcher. But instead of telling you what it looks like, how tall it is, or its shape, she gives us this line. A kind in glass and a cousin, a spectacle and nothing strange. What is even going on there?
Okay, let's break this down using our new tools. Forget about a literal description for a second. We're on the hunt for associations, sounds, and sensations.
And this shows her method perfectly. Look what she does. She immediately shifts from the physical object to the idea of kinship. A carafe is a cousin. Why? Because it's related to all the other glass things in her house. The vases, the bowls, the windows. It's part of a family of glass. What she's really giving us is a map of her own mind's free associations. This is what some call cubism in words. She's showing you multiple angles of an object, but they're mental angles, all at the same time.
Okay, let's take another one. This time, a much smaller, more intimate object, a key. Think about it. Keys are things we use every single day, but we almost never truly see them or feel them. Stein is about to force us to zoom way in on that forgotten little interaction. So again, we're not going to ask what this means. We're going to ask, what does this feel like? Let's shift our focus from the object itself to the actual tactile experience it creates.
That daily need she talks about? That's our habitual, almost unconscious relationship with our keys, right? And the word delicate? That's not about the key itself. It's describing that tiny, precise bit of pressure you need to engage the lock. And liking it is proof? That's it. That's the small, satisfying click when the lock turns. It's genius. There's a term for this, microphenomenology. It's basically zooming in on the tiny, forgotten sensations of daily life and forcing our senses to wake back up.
Okay, I think we're ready. Let's go back. Let's return to the line that kicked this whole thing off, the one about a simple chair. We have our tools now, we're ready to see what's really going on here.
So remember tool number 3, the object is a portal? We're not asking what a chair is. We're asking, what mood does this thing summon? What hidden drama is playing out right here?
So why is the chair a widow in a wise veil? Think about it. A chair is so often defined by what isn't there, a person. It's a container for absence. It's like a little stage for the hidden drama of someone who is missing. And then, and this is the brilliant part, she grounds that really emotional idea in cold, hard, physical reality. Shadows are even. She's reminding us that the only reason we even perceive the chair is because of how light and shadow fall on it. The whole emotional drama of vacancy is layered right on top of the simple physics of light. It's incredible.
So after all this, after the kinship of glass, the tiny sensations of keys, the hidden dramas in chairs, what's the big secret? What's the one thing you need to know to finally appreciate and maybe even start to love Gertrude Stein?
And this really is the most important takeaway of all. You have to stop trying to solve her work like it's a puzzle. The puzzle is just a distraction. Instead, you just have to listen. The moment you stop demanding that her language serve some logical purpose, it starts to behave like something else entirely, like music or the weather or just movement. It stops being a message and it becomes an experience.
And that leads to a final thought, a little challenge for you. Now that you have the tools, try it yourself. Look at some ordinary object in the room with you right now. A coffee mug, a lamp, whatever. But don't just describe what it is or what it does. Instead, try to catalog its weird associations, its textures, the hidden drama it might contain. See what kind of little tender buttons moment you can create on your own.